Hey, how's it going? I'm Ben from Universal Audio, and today I'm going to walk you through getting started with the 1176 Classic Limiter Collection. Now, if you don't know the 1176 by name, you definitely know the sound of these units, because they've been a part of modern music making ever since they were invented back in 1968. And this collection features end-to-end emulations of 3 different generations of 1176s. The Rev A, otherwise known as the Blue Stripe, the Rev E, and also the special anniversary edition known as the AE. That kind of combines the best of both worlds and has some hot-rodded kind of special controls that you won't find anywhere else. Now, in these examples I'm going to show you guys today, you're going to hear for yourselves that these are more than just compressors. These are tone boxes. They can add punch, grit, and just character and life to everything you put them on. And it's why, personally, these are my favorite compressors to work with. So let's get started. So I've pulled up the 1176 Rev E. This is the version of the 1176 that you've probably seen in major studios all around the world. And the controls of 1176 are pretty easy to understand. You've got an input, output, attack, release, and the ratio controls. So the one control that you'll notice is missing is the threshold. And that's because the 1176 is actually a fixed threshold compressor. So what that means is you're going to be using the input knob to drive into the compressor. And this is really where you get the magic and the tone from this box. So for this first example, I've got a drum room track, and I'm going to drive the input control until I get the amount of compression I'm looking for. Let's take a listen. Raise your hand if you've heard that sound before. The 1176 sound is iconic, and drums just crave that crunch and the punch that it has to offer. And so you saw it was as easy as turning the input knob up and seeing the gain reduction meter start doing its work. Now to balance this, you would use the output knob so that way you have a fair on-off kind of comparison to really hear what sort of punch and character you're adding to your tracks. So for the second example, I'm going to show you another legendary pairing using the 1176 Blue Stripe on vocals. So I've got the 1176 Rev A pulled up, and for this one, I'm going to start from a preset. And what better preset to use than start here for vocals? So now the compressor is set with some attack, release, and ratio controls, and it's up to me to tweak the input and output knobs until I'm getting the amount of compression that I'm looking for. Let's take a listen.
If I can go back in time, yeah, I won't change a thing. I don't need no diamonds, need no money, need no anything. If I can go back in time, yeah, I won't change a thing. I don't need no diamonds, need no money, need no anything.
So you can hear the Blue Stripe is adding more to the vocals than just compression. It's giving it a brightness and a presence that you just can't get anywhere else. So for this track, I wanted to make it as aggressive as possible. So that meant going for a shorter release and a longer attack to let as much of the transient through as possible. Now this is the one thing that's pretty unique about 1176, is to have a slower attack, you turn it counterclockwise towards the 1, and to have a faster release, you turn it clockwise towards the 7. Which can be kind of counterintuitive compared to other compressors you may be used to. And you know what, let's be honest, a slow attack on the 1176 is still incredibly fast. You're gonna see it reacting to just about everything that comes through it, which actually makes it great to then pair with a slower optical compressor like the LA2A, which is exactly what I've already done.
If I can go back in time, yeah, I won't change a thing. I don't need no diamonds, need no money, need no anything. If I can go back in time, yeah, I won't change a thing. I don't need no diamonds, need no money, need no anything.
For this last example, I pulled up the 1176 AE, which is the anniversary edition that adds 2 very unique features. One of them is the slow attack mode, and the other is a 2-to-1 ratio. These 2 features combined allow you to actually get, dare I say, gentle sounding compression from the 1176. Let's take a listen to what this sounds like on some drum overheads. So the thing I love most about the slow attack mode is it allows the drums to really smack through the compressor. And with the 2-to-1 ratio, I can actually drive it a little bit harder to get even more of that 1176 color and character added to the sound. So now there's one more trick that's shared across all the 1176s that I'd be fired if I didn't mention to you guys, and that's the all buttons in mode. Now, to get to this, you hold shift and click on the ratio buttons, and you'll notice that the meter's gonna freak out, and you're gonna unlock a whole new level of aggressive tone from the 1176s. Let's listen to what that sounds like. Now that's a whole lot of compression. Arguably it might be a little too much compression, but fear not, because there's a mix control built into the 1176 plugins. What this allows you to do is allows you to blend back in some of the dry, uncompressed signal with the compressed signal. Basically like a parallel compression. Let me play it one more time and adjust the compression to taste using the mix knob. Now I'm getting the best of both worlds. I'm getting compressed, aggressive, punchy drums mixed in with the natural, open, transient sound of the raw drums. What more can you ask for? So I hope these examples illustrate how easy the 1176 is to use and how awesome it can sound by adding punch, presence, and character to just about any track you throw it on. Personally, I find myself using the 1176 on every single mix I do in some way, shape, or form. Now, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more from Universal Audio, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys back in the next one.